We recently took a trip down to Maryland, and while we were there, we visited DC so we could go to the Museum of African American History and Culture. It was quite a trip. The trip starts out with a look through the history of slavery going back to as far as 1400s. Then you get to see a lot of information about major people throughout our history who have helped us to develop and grow. There was a section about segregation where we actually got to stand in a train that showed the original segregated whites only and colored only areas. It was very enlightening and humbling. Of course, there was a lot on the civil rights movement, and there was just so much. It was difficult to get through everything, to be honest. We'd have to go back to see everything again. We get into athletics, and there's a lot on that. There's a cool floor that had some screens that you could utilize. And then we get into arts, music history, which is, always an enjoyable area to view. They had pretty much something for all of the major features in Black music over the years. To be honest, we probably spent the most time here just because we were all big music lovers. It was really, really enjoyable. Learned a few new things as well. It was great to see so many different artists represented in this area. All the different types of music in our history was represented, which is pretty exciting. A lot of original artifacts from different artists were there, which was really neat as well. Then they had this cool music shop. So just to give you that feeling of the old school record store where you could go in and pick out LPs. And then finally, we ended our visit in the visual arts area where they had some amazing works of art by a number of different African American artists. I would definitely say that it takes more than a day to go through this whole museum. We were there for 5 hours, and although we saw a lot, we definitely didn't get to see it all. I'm so glad we went. Even though we didn't get to see every last thing, we got a good overview of the museum, so it'll be helpful for the next time we visit so we can spend more time. I would definitely recommend it. It's an amazing place to visit.